Thanks. Good morning, everyone. Thanks to TWF team to have given this opportunity to share our experience from the navigation perspective and location intelligence to see how we are enhancing the mobility. So before we get into the presentation, let me already start, not to waste the time, right? Thanks for Kaushik. Some of the insights that he presented makes my presentation more easier because he has already given a heads up on how it's gonna be there in terms of the trends and the challenges and the drivers that we have in the market today. So before getting into the details about the trends, yeah, short disclaimer, yeah. So yes, what does the market need? Market needs a solution for any and every challenge that they face. So in order to address these challenges, you need to be ubiquitous, you need to be versatile. And here is one of the partners, one of the solution providers, which is across the major domains in this market. As you can see, we are addressing the business challenges and use cases across the organizations and across the domains like transportation and logistics, media, retail, public sector, technology, telco, and of course, automotive. So how does it, you can see this, there is a symbol of a truck, car, and bike in the transportation and logistics and automotive. So that is to clearly signify that we are supporting extensively an end-to-end navigation, end-to-end tracking solution, end-to-end life cycle management solution through our tracking systems as well. So that is the advantage that we are offering to the market and to our customers. Today you can see anything that moves needs a reference, and the location is the reference for anything that moves, and it's a complementary aspect of a particular entity that is moving. So we are tracking that in the right frame. Just to put a perspective about here, and the numbers that we are talking about is not something small, right? So we have been the leading location service provider. We have about 35 years of experience. Even before our competitors thought about location and how to do digital maps, we were already there. And we are number one in terms of the location platform, where we are offering multiple solutions like you can bring your data, you can bring your service, commingle this with our services, our data, and then still end up providing much competitive solutions or offerings towards the customer. We have a stronger developer community. We are operating in across 200 plus countries where we are offering the navigable solutions. Not to say that there are other countries which are still in an intermediate mode where we are still offering the search capabilities. As you can see, we are clocking more than 100 billion API calls, and we have 160 plus million vehicles with the here solutions, meaning the navigation as well as the software development kit. Let's, before getting into the details about how we address the solution, let's quickly look into the market drivers, trends, and challenges, right? So we have categorized this in three sectors. First one is the electrification. So if you see what the drivers are in terms of the electrification, we have government subsidies. Government is encouraging the whole electrification, not only in India, but it is across the globe. And another driver is the low operating and maintenance costs for the electric vehicle. The lesser number of parts, the lesser is the maintenance and the overhead of the supply chain. Everything comes down, right? And the carbon footprint, whatever you call, this is all being addressed with that. But you should also think about the trends. The value or the price of the battery is going down day by day because of the adoption of the advancements and enhancements in this whole technology. We are seeing more investment from global players, not only in India, so anywhere you see if there is a scheme for electrification or something related to electric vehicles, you see players going across the globe there. And we also saw from Frost and Sullivan presentation that just before that there is a high demand about the sharing, the ride sharing aspects. It's not that pretty common in India, but from where I come, like in Europe and Americas, so you find a lot of this sharing available. So the next concept or the next category is the connected vehicle which is the most important, as I say. In the recent times, like I have done field interviews, so though as a product manager, I'm not only dependent on the market intelligence and the competitive intelligence, I get into the field direct. So I have interviewed end users, dealers across 17 cities. So from Americas, Europe, South Asia, Oceania. So I have directly gone and interviewed these people and got feedback from them, and that also makes more easier for me to define my roadmap when I say that, hey, this is what I'm going to deliver as a product, or this is what here is going to deliver as a product, as a solid backing, not only from the market intelligence report, but also live feed that we have. So the connected ride experience is most important one among the three categories that I'm going to show. So the drivers in this concept would be the adoption and safety features. So we spoke about how to ensure safety. That was like spoken before, presented the ADAS system, right? How does here serve that? So here serves that through the warners and alert system when you are in the navigation, or without the navigation when you're riding, so couple of examples could be there is a sharp curve warner ahead and you would be able to get this alert. So you can, as a application owner from the service that we are offering, you could present this alert to your end user to say, hey, there is a sharp curve ahead in 200 meters, please be careful, reduce your speed. There is a school zone warner, there is a environment zone warner, and we have all sorts of traffic sign warners. You can even subscribe. If you feel that you are going to overwhelm your user with all this safety, you can even filter based on your business logic and whatever is your business, motto. If you're talking about safety, then you can make sure that you're presenting the stop sign warner, you're presenting the sharp curve warner for the two-wheelers. And the challenges that we see in this trend, though we have the solution, is the standards and the positioning of these warners or the signboards that is there in different markets, right? European market is more advanced, so you will find these, right in place, and the procedures and all the aspects of the Motorcycle Vehicle Act and other stuffs are well followed. But in India, it's on paper, but it's not on reality. So that is where we would find some challenges, but we are overcoming that. As a solution provider from the software, we already have that available in the software development kit that we are providing. And if you see quickly the trends, so we have this 5G technology, which is kind of, accelerating the whole connected ride experience that the customer is asking for. So the last category in the market drivers challenges is all about navigation, right? So what the customer or what the market is expecting is precise turn-by-turn instruction, up-to-date traffic information where you need to be alerted when you say, I'm leaving to my office. If there is a traffic and if the traffic is going to be more than 2 minutes of delay, then you must have dynamic guidance which says that now the route is changed because you have 2 minutes of delay and I know that you have a meeting at 10 o'clock. So this is the integral system that our services offer. So you could connect to any of these systems that is available from the meeting perspective, Microsoft Outlook, and then bring that together. So the application can connect this and you would be able to dynamically route it and get to your destination accordingly. So the trends that we are seeing is, as you can see on the slide, is that we have proprietary platforms today because it is compared to the automotive industry in the four-wheeler, passenger vehicle segment. The two-wheelers are not there yet, and it would come sooner. So we are receiving a couple of requests from big OEMs with whom we are already partnering to offer the solution. So how is it to have a common platform where we can plug and play the services that is being offered and they can co-develop? And that's where Here platform has already started the work, and we are partnering with some of the big names that you saw in the previous presentation. So we have Harley-Davidson as one of our customers. We have Gogoro. So we are already working with them on the battery swapping and how to connect the batteries, how to make sure that you get the optimum route when it is all about the waypoint management. So the range anxiety, which is one of the most common part that is being addressed today, we are already addressing it. You have multi-point charging, multi-waypoint charging APIs that are available with our product, so you could plug and play that you would be able to get the best out of it. And of course, this is directly answering the question about the dynamic rerouting and the dynamic charging. So we have a service which is called a dynamic routing API for the EV charging stations, where you would be able to reach a station which has the information that there are 5 batteries that are available. If you start now, you would be able to reach there to take the third battery. The third battery precision is not there yet because we are dependent on the vendor who is selling, but at least we would be able to tell you that there are 5 batteries and you could directly reserve it. So that breaks down the whole range anxiety. Yeah, so how are we enhancing this? So I try to, combine whatever we are trying to enhance and whatever we are enhancing today and providing as a solution in the previous slides when we talked about the challenges, drivers, and also the trends. So from our experience and based on all the information that we have gathered from the market, the enablers for a good rider experience must comprise of a comprehensive and safe navigation experience, so which I already told that we have warners and alerts. We are talking about sustainability, so that is where we offer the electric vehicle solution to have less carbon footprint. We need to have a good localized, unique content. So there are areas where there are streets where two-wheelers are allowed, but if you look at the global footprint or the map coverage, you will not have that information, but we are offering that. We are enhancing that road network through our map coverage. And then, of course, the after-sales support. This is covering the end-to-end life cycle aspect of a motorcycle from the time it is being produced until it goes into the hands of a customer, and also the post-sales support. We will have a short demo about it. And in terms of enhancing the experience, we can see the examples on the slide here. So we have one example that is shown here, which is the pre-trip notification, right? So it acts as a journey planner where it includes the traffic details and says, hey, today there seem to be unusual traffic in the road that you're traveling towards the office. So you need to start 10 minutes early to be on time to your meeting. So we have that already worked out, and we have this solution presented to the customers. And then weather is a complementary function, so this is not that much important for the customers at this point in time, but soon this will hit the customers when they are getting an alert saying, hey, there is going to be rain in 15 minutes, so you need to leave 30 minutes early, especially for the two-wheeler riders. This is not much of a concern for the automotive passenger vehicle customers, but two-wheeler riders definitely need that. So this, when we presented, not many are like encouraging to say, okay, let's have this as a nice to have solution. Let's think about it in 2023, 2024. This is already working from us. And the next information is about the precise location indicator. So often you get to, use the navigation solution and you get to hear this, your destination is on the right, whereas you are on the left side of the street. We don't have that, so you will be guided to the right side of the street. I can do live demos after. I would be available in the here booth, so I can show the live demo about these guidance and navigation functionalities as it goes up. And of course, the EV range map, the precise turn-by-turn navigation that we have, and of course, we do cover you when there is no internet. It is not common in the prime cities, but it is in the urban areas you don't have internet. We have excellent coverage across India. We are one of the pioneers in the offline map solution. So this is the local unique content coverage that we were talking about across the globe, and especially the market which is talking about two-wheelers, where it is more prominent. So as you can see the title, it's all about outdoor location-based advertising. This is through our solution. So let me run through as you are seeing the video. You can see there is a small motorcycle which is moving towards the zone, which is the geofence zone, and there is a spare parts shop which the OEM or the dealer might have partnership with. So when you are in that region and when you know the data about your vehicle, you could offer them this discounts like say 10%, 15%. If you go to this dealer as you are here, you will get a 15% discount, be it fuel, and it could also be extended to the shops when you go to a big shopping mall, you might have these jackets like the biker jackets and everything. So everything is covered. So that is a short demo that we are showing here. You could see on the top, the command to the top left, as you can see, it always comes there. And this is provided from our application. So the SDKs powering the application can get this sorted. I mean, of course, the logic is something different from customer to customer. We are there to support that as well. Finally, the key takeaways, as you can see, we have summarized it to this level that from the enhancement of the mobility and how you are getting connected to move from place A to place B, we have strong navigation solution, and the core strength is our content and the services that is coming on top of the content. And we are pretty strong in navigation when it comes to the alerts, warners. I'm not talking about the turn-by-turn guidance or routing because that is pretty, basic. We should not be talking about it in 2022. We should be talking about how do you enhance the safety, and that's what I presented earlier about the alerts and warners. And the last is the focus is on electric vehicles and how the electric vehicles is going to change the entire dimension of the two-wheeler industry from the ICE. So we will be there to adapt, embrace this change. And if you have any further questions on the navigation solution that is offered by here, feel free to get in touch with me, and my team is there here. So we are always available in the booth that is given. So that's the second one from the entrance on the left side. Thank you.